The particular things that we want to talk about today, which I think affect all of you in property, because your clients in many cases will be either non-UK residents who are investing in London, or UK residents who might be non-domiciled in the UK. So there's some big changes in relation to UK residential property and the taxation of it that I want to talk about. And there's also some changes for personal taxation for the non-doms themselves, which I think gives a bit of context to the changes and how it will affect the property market ultimately, which is what you're interested in, I guess, more than the tax itself. For residential property, this new capital gains tax will not be chargeable if you're an overseas investment fund, okay, or a real estate investment trust, something that's got genuinely diverse ownership.
I think probably there are more buyers looking to buy than there are actually those looking to invest. I think at the moment I still feel that the market is finding its feet due to all the tax changes and due to, I think the worst thing of all was the increase in the stamp duty. That's really shocked people as it actually adds so much to the purchase of a house.
I think that Great Britain is such a fantastic country in which to live in. As we've discussed, politically stable, religiously tolerant, the rule of law, schools, language, time zone. I think those kind of ingredients outweigh the more punitive taxes. And actually, you know, if you do want to live in somebody else's country, you do have to pay your way. And I think actually the high net worth and super rich have actually had a very benign set of tax rules to them, which has made them come here in droves.
Since 2013 there's been a lot of tax changes, and these tax changes have mainly affected people from abroad and how they're thinking about investing in property. But in real terms, I think for people who live in the UK, it's addressing a need. And the need is that property needs to become more affordable for local people who live here. So taking away this huge demand from very wealthy people from all over the world who invest in an asset that's not taxed and basically keep it empty. So it provides a shortage of housing for the locals. The rental stock has been affected because of this. So I think it's actually everything that's happening is quite sensible. So they're still giving advantages to people to invest in London, but it's encouraging to do it for a medium long term. So if you invest through a fund or if you invest through institutional investors, then they're not subject to these taxes.
Like I would divide in two, like the people that just want to do an investment in London because maybe they're sending like kids to university, whatever, they still keep buying. Everybody thinks London is a very safe place where to put your money, like as an alternative investment. And of course people that you know, like have been here for 15 years, they're really taking it seriously. And I find that a lot of people, I don't know what's going to happen, but a lot of people are really thinking about moving. Even if they got kids in school, they're already going to see school abroad. Then if it will happen or not is very difficult to say, because when you come to the point, then maybe you don't move.
Listen, I'm an estate agent, you know, I'm always talking the big book, I'm talking the market up. You'll never hear me talking down anything. I'm very relaxed and very optimistic.